Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. It is 40 degrees today in Cape Town, South Africa. I am extremely hot right now. I just climbed out of the shower and after this video I will climb into the pool. I cannot be bothered to fix any of this right now. Let's just get to the deck guide, shall we? So this is a very nice list in the current meta. It is the Northern Realms Inspired Zeal Mages. Now, what makes this rather nice is that people sort of don't expect it right now. This was obviously a very OP list in a season or two ago. So, yeah, I'm climbing quite well with it. I'd like to show you how it works, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so firstly, this is Inspired Zeal, meaning that we have 3 leader charges that will boost an allied Northern Realms unit by 2 and give it Zeal. Zeal meaning that you can use the card immediately. So let's take Prince Anzi's for example. Prince Anzi's will damage a unit by 4, but if he is inspired, he will duel the enemy instead. Now you of course have the option of playing Anzi's on the range row, meaning you'll have formation. So you won't be able to play him that turn, but he will get an extra point. So he'll be 5 points. Now, if you want to use him immediately, you can place him in the range row and you can use a leader charge, and then he will be boosted up till 7 points, and you can use him immediately to duel an enemy card. So this is pretty nice. And something else we like to use with Inspired Zeal is of course going to be our alumni, but we'll get there in a second. So we have a very basic list here with basic principles. What we want to do is we want to play the Aretuza student as well as the Barnard student, and we want them to get as big as possible in terms of patience. So if you play the Barnard student on the melee row, it will damage an enemy unit by 0, but every turn you don't use it, it will grow its patience by 1. So let's say you don't use the Barnard student for 4 turns, then you will be able to damage an enemy unit by 4 points if you wait that long. So why is it important to get these as big as possible? Well, because of our alumni. Now, if both values are equal to or higher than 4, this card will gain Zeal, meaning you can use it immediately. So what 2 values am I referring to? We are referring to the Barnard student's value and the Aretuza student's value. So if you manage to get a Barnard student to, let's say, 6 points, this card will pick that up as its melee point damage. So it will be able to damage a card by 6 points if you play it on the melee row. Let's say your Aretuza student only managed to stay on the board for 2 turns. Now if you play Alumna on the range row, you'll be able to boost a card by 2 points. So the reason we have Inspired Zeal, of course, is because we don't always get these values to 4 each. So then we can just use a leader charge and use alumni immediately before it gets killed. But if you get the Barnard student and Aretuza student above 4, this card will have Zeal and you'll be able to use it immediately. This card is based on your biggest Barnard student and biggest Aretuza student. So how can we get the students even bigger, you might ask? Well, we have the answer right here. It's called Leticia. So Leticia is played on the range row. She also has the patience ability. So at the end of this turn, the patience value of allied units is increased by 1. So what is this going to do? If you leave Leticia on the range row for 3 turns, she'll have patience of 3. Now let's say we decide to click her on 3. Then she's going to do her thing. Every student you have on the board where patience has not yet been used will get 3 extra patience at the end of this turn. So what Leticia essentially does is she adds her patience to every card on the board that gets patience. So what Leticia essentially does is she adds her patience to every card on the board that has patience. So this is quite cool because obviously this doesn't only work on your 2 students, it also works on cards like Gerard. Now, of course, you might not have Gerard on the board when this is happening. Oftentimes you use Gerard immediately because you don't want him to die. But we do have a defender in this deck, and maybe you do get to use this wombo combo along the lines. So Gerard also has patience. He has Zeal, so you can use him immediately. He will create and play a 4 provision spell. Every turn you leave him on the board without clicking the order ability, this will go up. So immediately within one turn, if you can keep this card alive, it goes from a 4 provision spell to a 5 provision spell. All of a sudden, you can afford 5 provision spells like Casting Contest, which is substantially better than your 4 provision cards. This boosts an ally by 5. If it's a bronze, it resets the order and it gives it zeal. So let's say you have a Barnard student on the board, you already used it, and the card was worth 6 points of damage. If you play Casting Contest on it, it will boost the card by 5, and you'll be able to re-damage something with 6 points, because it resets its ability. So that's extremely powerful. Now, yeah, Leticia is really cool to have. Obviously, if you can, you'd like to start with your defender and you'd like to play Leticia in the range row right behind it. The longer Leticia's on the board, the stronger your combos are going to be. Alright, so what do we have next? Next we have Chapter of Wizards. So this is a location, it's quite nice. It will spawn and play a rune word, and a rune word will create and play a Bronze Northern Realms mage and give it a shield. So this can be any of the mages you see in this deck, and it grants you some nice options as well. Now the order ability will spawn a base copy of the last played allied bronze mage. So remember, it will play it on the same row this card is. So let's say you have just played a Alumni being the strongest bronze card in this deck. Then you'll be able to play another Alumni by just clicking the Chapter of Wizards order ability. Remember, if this card is played on the melee row, your Alumni will have to do its melee ability by damaging. If it's on the range row, it will boost something instead. So keep this in mind, it's a pretty strong card. Of course, it's so strong that I have Duumviandra. Now, Duumviandra refreshes the order of an allied location, so you can refresh the order ability of the Chapter of Wizards. Just make sure you play a card after Duumviandra before clicking the order. Remember, if you play this and reset the order ability and click it, another Duumviandra is going to pop onto the board. And you don't want another Duumviandra, it's just 4 points. You'd rather get something that's worthwhile. Alright, now we also have Shani. Shani's pretty awesome. She will summon a bronze human from your graveyard and give it Doomed. Every 7 turns, she'll do this again. So again, let's say we have a Barnard student that is 6 points of damage worth and it's in your graveyard. Well, you can get it out with Shani and it will immediately start ticking again with Patience. You'll be able to damage a card by 7, 8, 9. It's pretty cool, and you can even use Shani more than once. So I've added a winch to this deck. Now a winch will boost an allied unit by 5 and reduce its cooldown by 3. So Shani has a cooldown of 7. Let's say you have a round 3 with only 5 turns. Of course, you'll only be able to use Shani once, but if you're able to play the winch, it will reduce the cooldown enough that you might be able to play her a second time. Now for my favorite card, a pretty strong card. It is called Rafat's Vengeance. So Rafat's Vengeance is a machine, a mage, and a siege engine. How this works is, we'll place this on the board. It has an order ability, meaning we can't use it immediately. It's really powerful, so we want to use it immediately. We'll use 1 leader charge to give it zeal. Then we'll be able to play a bronze unit from our hand and draw a card. So that's pretty strong, because you essentially play a card for free and you draw a card. Now this has a cooldown of 5. You can use the winch on this card as well. It will also reduce the cooldown. Now here's where you have to pay careful attention, the crew ability. So normally crew works if you have 2 soldiers next to a card. But with Rafat's Vengeance, you can also make use of mages. So you can have a soldier to the left and a mage to the right, and it will count as a crew ability. So if you have crew, whenever you play a unit next to this card, damage a random enemy by 2. So every time you play a mage, you're going to want to play it next to the card, and it will trigger the crew. It's quite powerful and definitely a card you want to keep. Okay, now we have Jonathalis. Jonathalis being a tutor, it plays a warfare card from your deck. The warfare cards we have is Amphibious Assault. This of course is pretty nice. You can play a provision cost of 9 or less Northern Realms card. This helps you pull out cards you might have missed. Perhaps your Defender, your Leticia, Alumni, all these good stuff you can pull out with that card. We also have Winch, which is a warfare card. and we have Boiling Oil. So Boiling Oil damages an enemy by 5, but if you kill it, it purifies units to both sides of the card. This is pretty cool, because there are some pesky cards in the meta that we can't touch. Cards like Saskia, who has immunity. So how about somebody plays Mosquito? So let's say somebody plays Summer in South Africa is pure hell. Okay, like, believe me, it's absolute hell. Let's say somebody plays Saskia, and right next to Saskia pops out a Dryad of 4 points. You kill the Dryad with Boiling Oil. It kills the Dryad, making the Death Blow ability go off, and it purifies Saskia, taking away her immunity. Now you can touch Saskia, you can kill her. So, pretty awesome reason to have Boiling Oil in this deck. Now, remember, all the other cards are spells. They aren't warfare cards. You cannot summon them with Jonathalis. So our first card I've already discussed is Casting Contest. We have 2 of those in our deck. The next one is Practice Makes Perfect. This is a pretty cool card. Now, what Practice Makes Perfect does is, it shuffles an allied bronze mage to your deck. So you pick one who is on the board already, one you don't need anymore. Then it plays a random bronze mage from the deck. Okay, now that's not why we play this. The little keyword here is that it boosts the unit you play by 0, and it increased the boost by 1 for each unit with patience you played this game. Now, we play a lot of patience cards in this deck, as you can see. So let's say we're in round 3 or 2, and you play this card. Well, it will likely boost the card you're playing by something like 8, maybe more. So you'll play a card from your deck for like 8 points, and you'll shuffle back one of the mages you already used, or that isn't as great as it should be on the board right now. So Practice Makes Perfect is something you want to keep for later on when your patience values have accumulated. It's very strong, and yeah, it takes some practice, if you will, but if you pull it off, it's a great card to have. Alright, so that is our spells. Now let's quickly hop onto our other bronzes. We have the Sentry and Envoy in this deck because we aren't playing Pincer Maneuver, we're playing Inspired Zeal, meaning we can't just draw any card. We might miss some cards in our deck. So this card just increases our luck just a little bit. Now you play this on the melee row and the range row. Range row will give it formation. You can't use it immediately if you do that. It has an order ability with a cooldown of 2. It looks at 3 random cards from your deck, and then you can move one of those cards to the top of your deck. So every time it will show you 3 random cards, you pick the best one, you move it to the top. In that way you won't necessarily miss some of your bigger cards down the line. It's pretty nice to have. Alright, then for our last 2 mages. Now, as you can see, both of these are 5 provision. It was difficult to decide. You are welcome to exchange some of these 5 provision mages for others if you feel they work better. This is a subjective choice of mine. So I have one Arethusa Adept. Whenever an allied unit's patience is triggered, this card boosts itself by 1. So let's say you have 4 students on the board, all ticking every turn. That means your Arethusa Adept will get 4 points every turn, which is not bad at all. So I quite like the Arethusa Adept. Our other option is for a bit of control. This is the Sentry and Spellweaver. It has an order ability that damages a unit by 1. Now, you will gain 1 charge whenever you play a mage or a spell, and our entire deck happens to be built from mages and spells, so you're going to have a lot of charges with the Sentry and Spellweaver, and you'll be able to use those to pick off targets on your enemy side of the board that you don't like. Now, that is the deck, folks. I hope you guys like it. I am going to show you some games now I played with it. We are climbing quite nicely. Who thought NR would be viable in the current meta? Not me, that's for sure. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you're not as warm as I am. Yeah, I'll be back next week with some more deck guides. I hope you enjoy this one.
The semblance of power don't interest me.
No, dwarves do not qualify for childcare tax relief.
It hasn't backfired yet.
It's just my bank wanting to inform me of my Twitch monies. How about a sentence spell weaver?
Yes.
Sorry about that. They call for every international payment you see. Haha, you thought wrong. Filthy Twitch monies. Hey, it's all going into the bank for my studies. They just need to make sure I pay my taxes, okay? Another one. Ooh, danger.
Wager I can cast from with my foot.
And GG Cremona, GG. Fistic. Ooh, poison everywhere.
Any better?
Quickly, Tia, don't panic. How about we go for Leticia?
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
No, wrong one. Come on, Leticia. You got this, girl.
Power, unfettered, corrupts both body and mind.
Come on, Leticia. Come on. No! Hey, Atsugar, how are you doing? 6. I'm gonna have to use Leticia now. Oof. Oh no. Or do I? Maybe I just scare them instead. I really want to win this. I need to get rid of the tax collector. It's so frustrating. I'll do this for now.
The day is nigh when all shall behold my beauty.
Can't see the coins re. There you go. Sorry about that. My goodness, have mercy. Radiance, thanks for the follow.
Please, I'm just a messenger.
Woo, got heart. We're on red coin, remember that. We're in a good position right now. And hit the right card, please.
So, shall we
No.
warm up for the fire spell?
Hit the tax collector, the tax collector. Wild hunt, okay. I mean wild witch hunter. It's one of those days, chat. Afrikaans and English become one. Okay. True. How about you?
Rubbish in, rubbish out.
And then we play out a Tuza Adept and get out. Sounds like a plan to me. They're gonna have to start committing if they wish to get ahead here.
Next, a mysterious artifact from beneath the sands of a fear.
Limbs, blood, and guts.
Folks, bang, kaboom. Shit, how'd that go?
You want to hit tax collector? You said you need to pay your taxes.
One man's
Does not mean I
battlefield is
will.
another man's ripe patch for harvest.
I'm kidding, SARS. It's a joke.
As you wish, my lady.
That was my pass. I don't want to pass. I want them to play Savola.
Take no prisoners.
Lol.
No prisoners.
Why would I pass? I'm attempting to bleed them. Though I cannot get out here. Unfortunately. Unless we go uneven. But I'm happy with that Savola. How's the book coming along? Getting work done. I wrote a bit yesterday. I wrote a lot yesterday, actually. I worked on a few projects, but I worked on the book. It's going very well. Excellent hand. See no reason to fix anything here. Your FBI agent took note that you do not want to pay your taxes. No, FBI agent, no. How about Chapter of Wizards?
Sorcerer is a sword with no hilt.
This helps me none at all. But it's fine.
Folks say living successes.
If only they knew.
If only they knew.
I totally went for the wrong one. Tia, what's wrong with you? I should have gone with the alumni. It's okay, I can work around this. That's better. Much better. Excellent hand. I cannot think of a better hand. Actually, this is the hand. Yep. Okay, so we will begin with... 2 alumni. What's the other card I'm going for? Oh no. Wow.
But we shall prevail.
The concentration is lacking today. Let's see, they've played Savola. What else do they have? Played Horson. So they still have King of Beggars. They've used Ludovicus. Maybe Jock, maybe Professor. Siggy.
Should be smiling. I'm dead serious.
I value adventures only independence can provide.
Now from experience, I know we need to kill Siggy, or else they'll use it again. Scoundrel. Kick. Oh no. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Kill them! Kill them all!
GG. GG. I think you would want to teleport alumni? Perhaps, but casting contest is also good. Nilfgaard is a little harder to begin with. Yes, Nilfgaard and Syndicate is a no-go for a beginner. I hope Bruja took my suggestions for the next journey. Did you ask him to play Uma? Do you want an Uma journey? I would unironically get an Uma journey, if I'm gonna be honest here. I think that's an amazing idea. And this is an amazing hand. Also, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Always tired, but that's just my normal state at the moment for some reason. Ulzer's double cross. Interesting. Very interesting. Time for Leticia, yo. An Avalach journey can totally happen. I asked for an Uma journey. He asked what would the cosmetics be. I told him Uma cosplays popular characters like Geralt and Trust. I like that. Why not? Hey, everybody would buy it, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, is it not? Oh, fancy smanchy. Very fancy. So, no devotion? That does not scare me, friend. Try again.
Dignity. Gestures smooth.
Oh, this Leticia is going to be gorgeous. Leticia shines here. Nope, Fleer shines. Time for a ranged baby.
Rubbish in, rubbish out. Pass and forget. Not I.
Not I. Unseen others, no devotion. Yeah, I hardly think it's worth it at that point. A Fleer. We shall see whose round is the strongest. We shall see.
You've met your match, puppet.
So far, Leticia's at 3. That's not bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's fine. I don't care. How about Sentry and Envoy? I should probably click Leticia. Maybe? Thank you for agreeing. I don't recall that. I'll have to re-look my take another look at my contract I signed. This is what happens when you don't read the terms and conditions. It's entirely my fault, actually. I deserve this.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these
Yes.
school loans.
What else did I sign my soul to? I can only wonder. Can probably greet her? No, I cannot. This is me passing. Oh, 8 and 7. That's not too shabby. Am I the baddie? No. No, I'm not. They're playing 3 Fleaders. I'm not the baddie. You're playing mages? Yeah, I'm totally the good guy is what I'm hearing. Thank you. I needed that. Because of you, I will continue to play this deck. And only because of you. Just as long as you're aware of this. I mean, hey, if they feel like playing Witch's Sabbath, I'm fine with this. Hey, Raven Prodigy. They also have Operator and Idoran. Ah, it's okay, I just killed them real quick. And Herbal, how are you doing? It's a good deck, actually. The one I'm playing or the one they're playing? Because I will destroy whatever card they play. How dare they underestimate what I'm willing to do to get ahead? How dare they? Fully coming in with a Prime sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. My apologies for slaughtering your name. Come on, make more. Make more, I dare you. Oh no, what are they doing? Why would you pick my rain throw out of all things? Oh shit. This is huge. Oh my dear gosh. Well, I guess we have no other choice but to go for amphibious assault. Into what? Arity's a student?
Folks say we live like princesses.
If only they knew.
If only they knew.
Alright, well we win. Cool. Cool. I am lacking bronze units. Why? They want to defend Oriana. Must Sakti be them. Must Sakti be them. Whoop whoop. Feel my smack. Feel it roar. How about another one? Yeah, another one. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we're good. Hey, gotta get to you. Another one bites the dust. Hey, Shani, how are you doing? Oh, they totally have Regis. Yeah, they have Regis.
Dark clouds gather over
I think they're gonna fool me. No. Wee.
As you wish, lady.
Always fantastic. Oh, that's amazing to hear. Not Regis. Okay. I guess.
On guard! A duel! To a duel I challenge thee!
Schmack. You think we need siege support? I don't know if I can fit it, if I'm gonna be honest. Tomorrow's the subathon? You guys think we're doing another subathon? We're just doing another long stream. But you can give subs if you really want to. I won't stop you.
It hasn't backfired yet. Wager I can cast one with me foot.
One with me foot. Hey Phantom, how are you doing? Nekurat. That won't stop me.
I am here to lend a helping hand.
Yeah, it's fine. Another Nekurat. Intriguing. I love this. Okay, guys, we have a new fun deck. It's fun to win, and this therefore counts as a fun deck.
Wayne, not one bit.
So it seems other people are also trying out alumni. If this is an alumni deck, could be commandos. Okay, so hand looks good. Alumni can go for now. Adept is nice. Shani a bit early, I'd say, but shuffling it away is not an option exactly. I think we get rid of Winch for now. That's good. The fact that we're on red coin makes me happy, but we don't have our defender, nor do we have Leticia, so we do have Anzi's, so if they do decide to play it themselves, I can get rid of it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Power, unfettered, corrupts both body and mind.
That's a huge mistake, my friend. Why not boost it? A shield would have made this so bad for me. Okay, great. Well, we have Leticia, so if we can get into round 2 with Leticia and Defender, that would be amazing.
Folks say we live like princesses.
If only they knew.
If only they knew.
Alright. Next up, we can start with Chapter of Wizards into
All magic will be regulated.
Student.
We need sleep. Another test. So soon.
Alright. A Barnard Student, okay.
Bang, kaboom. Shit, how'd that go?
I'll actually do this. Go into the melee row with a Barnard Student myself. Make a second. Nice. Okay, well, we're already winning on even, which is just great for us. Centurion Spellweaver.
As you command.
Next up, Duumviandra into our location. And likely then we'll go for Aretuza Adept. Someone gifted me blueberry coffee as a joke and now I have to brew it. As a joke. I would just re-gift it.
Margarita told us of this.
It's easy, you just re-gift. It works wonders.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Okay, so we can just about pass, I'd say. Blueberry coffee, that sounds so weird. Hey, maybe it's absolutely delicious. Or not. Oh, huge commitment. Damn. Okay, so the idea is obviously to kill my one Barnard student, but I'm not too bothered. I mean, at this rate, I just continue pushing, I guess. So weird.
If you could just sign the confirmation of receipt.
I could have passed, but I want to guarantee that I can have some good cards in my hand, I think. Hey Woody, how are you doing? Stream is going well so far. Hope you're having a great Saturday. It's extremely hot in SA today. I'm gonna switch over to The Witcher 3 later. Well, soon actually. Probably when I get my coffee. But yeah, wish me luck. Wish me luck. I drink some coffee with apricots and it'd be good. Alright then. See, I don't take a lot of chances when it comes to coffee. Tea, on the other hand, I like to experiment with tea. But with coffee, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know? Jonathalis, okay, into...
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
What is this? Why are you doing this? Okay, I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. It seems to be working.
So, can we warm up with a fire spell?
If I can get more commitment, I'm very happy. Casting contest, okay. Are you gonna use it? Okay. Spicy. All good here, just chipping away at work while the little one sleeps. Hey, I know you've got a lot of projects on your hands. I hope it's going well. Little one's still sleeping at... Oh, it's not 12 at your place, is it? I was just about to say it's a bit late for him to still sleep, but then again, it's a bit different there, isn't it?
How did I fare, Mistress Leticia? Well this time, yes?
Still got out, I think. Let's see, so we're gonna get 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that's fine. 10 a.m. makes sense. Okay, guys, I think we did it. We've got a nice 8 going into the next round. Winning with the card up. This should be our game. See, this deck does well against anything not Nilfgaard. I just really hope Assimilate doesn't make it back into the meta, or else this deck won't survive. No, Nilfgaard just takes out Northern Realms like this. Any control deck. But then again, if there's no control, this deck flourishes. I'd say we just 2-0 them, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what they do. Yeah, let's throw away some cards we don't need and see what happens.
Spells are a serious matter, to be undertaken proudly, with grace.
Do you have Anzis? They are in meta. I haven't played against Assimilate per se. I've played against Colgrim and Hyperthin. And we should be able to win against Hyperthin, in my opinion. That other game just went badly for some reason. Where's the cat? The cat is sleeping in a corner. All the animals are stretched out across the house, trying to remain cold.
Kaboom! Shit, how'd that go?
Okay. Okay, okay. Am I going to push here? I feel like we can.
But we shall prevail.
I'm gonna take a big chance. Arnagat, thanks for the follow. Lots going on, lots of progress. Ha, that's so cool. I'm very excited. Okay, we got out what we wanted to get out. That's me passing. I'm gonna send you something at the end of the weekend. The thing I still need to send you. I have great win streak with my Nilfgaard deck today. Yeah, what type of deck are you playing? Assimilate? Or Colgrim or Hyperthin? Oh, Assimilate, alright, okay. Are you going all out Arte Terra Nova? Or are you going more mid-range? Alright, I would like some other cards. Okay, let's get rid of the Centurion Spellweaver and Boiling Oil. Okay, not ideal. See, what do I draw now? Probably my defender, I guess. No worries, I woke up to 36 emails, all to do with the thing. Hey, that sounds amazing. Sounds like it's going exceptionally well.
Backfired, yes.
Okay, they have Rafar's Vengeance, how unfair.
I'm here to lend a helping hand.
I think we can still pull this off.
Sure.
Let's get this a student in here, shall we? I guess we're going for the 8. It should survive. Go into 9. Nice. We can use Gerhardt and try and get a casting contest. Winch, will Winch actually work? Let's see, this will go into 6 in the next turn. I will use Winch, putting it on 3. Hey, Qst07, just all good stuff. Turn over with Heat Waves, some Culvate. Okay, no Muffle. Gotcha. Hey, I'm glad you have success with the deck. Mike, thanks for the follow. No need to press her now? Yeah, I'm
We have
waiting.
each other's backs. That's more than most.
Okay. I mean, if they could get rid of my Donamir, they would. Why is NR played now? Because I have decided to play it. Okay, they cannot actually get rid of my defender. That's good to know. Unless... what's the next card? Oof. Interesting. One Piece, thanks for the follow.
Rubbish in, rubbish out, they say. Pass and forget. Not I.
Not I. Okay, next has to be Gerhard. Thank you, Mike. Can you give a few comments on your Rafat Witches deck? That was a deck that didn't last very long. Rafat used to do something completely different. And they changed it. So you could get 2 Scythemen, now you get 1 Scytheman. It's still okay if you're going for shields. I didn't like that deck right now. I didn't think it's too great. But you could give it a shot. You can give it a shot.
The life of a source isn't a bed of roses, I tell you.
I think we're in a very good position here. Alright, so potential casting contest. Winch does nothing. And I think Shani just about draws another card. Amazing. Here we go. So we're gonna have to draw the alumni. Yeah.
I by your side. A pleasure, a privilege, an honor.
Ah, hell yeah, casting contest. Okay, I won't do this for longer than I have to, but you get the drift. We would have gotten loads more points. GG, GG.